Welcome to the Club Book Series Incorporated's training session regarding required record keeping for member-owned clubs. More specifically, Revenue Procedure 7117's parties of 8 or less gift from the IRS. During this session, we're going to use the club tax book. So we're going to the icon and open up the club tax book, accept the licensing agreement. Let's open it up a little bit more so we can see the screen better. We're going to the table of contents on the left-hand side, and we're going to scroll down to non-member income. We're looking for non-member income, Revenue Procedure 7117. Here we go. Let's make the screen a little bit wider so we can see it a little bit better. So this is the rule. This is the actual copy of the revenue procedure that every club controller and club management needs to know about. So if there were one document that is must reading in understanding what a club must do for record keeping, it is Revenue Procedure 7117. This is, as I say, required reading. Let's move on down the document to the specific area that we're going to address today, and that is the assumption as to the status of non-members. So we're going to deal with one sentence in this particular rule today, which is the parties of 8 or less. So this discussion says that it is trying to determine the status of these non-members who are at the club. So let's read the rule. Where a group of 8 or fewer individuals, that is an 8-top, that is 2 foursomes, or in the yacht club setting, it is, think about the 8 bells. This is important, extremely important, at least one of whom is a member. So we're talking about 1 member and 7 guests that use the club. It will be assumed for audit purposes, and that is IRS audit purposes. So it will be assumed that the non-members are guests of the member. Therefore, we're going to record it as member-related income, provided, key word in this rule. So you must do what is right after this word. You must receive payment for such use directly by the club from the member. So the member has to write the check or make payment, or the member's employer. This is key. This is indicating the IRS believes that clubs can receive corporate checks. So let's go back and review it again. Where a group of 8 or fewer individuals at least one of whom is a member. If the member is not in attendance, you cannot use this rule. Uses the club facilities. It will be assumed to be member-related, provided such payment is received by the club directly from the member or the member's employer. If that is not the case, then you have to use a questionnaire. And we're going to look in the table of contents, and we're going to look for non-member questionnaire. Here we go. So if you don't receive the payment directly from a member, or if the member is not in attendance, you would use this short form. And you will see the short form needs to be signed by the member. But if the member states that the check will be paid without reimbursement, it's member related. If a non-member makes payment to the club directly, it is clearly non-member. And if there is a business check received and the party is more than 8, you're going to have to fill out the long form. And here's a copy of the long form. So that is in the club tax book. So make sure you follow this record keeping requirement. That concludes the first gift from the IRS. For more information on member, non-member record keeping, become an annual subscriber to Club Tax Book. www.clubtax.com.